Well, an important report as far as the IPL is concerned. The BCCI has reportedly shortlisted 3 venues for the remainder of the IPL 2025 games. And if the reports are to be believed, then those 3 venues are basically Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Chennai. And that's the latest update that we basically have for you, that BCCI has shortlisted about 3 venues for the remainder of the IPL 2025 matches. It could be in Bengaluru, in Chennai, and in Hyderabad, but that remains to be seen whether the IPL will take place in May or not. Well, remember, the BCCI issued a press release yesterday by stating that the IPL has been suspended for 1 week, and that's where all the overseas players who were featuring in the IPL are now having a safe passage as they travel back to their home. But then, if the latest reports are to be believed, then the BCCI is very keen on making sure that the tournament takes place in May itself. It gets finishes at round about that time only, so that there is no possibility of shifting it to another window, whether it's in August or September. So let's just, first of all, dissect as to how things can really shape up, assuming the IPL takes place in May. For that to happen, the cross-border tensions between India and Pakistan, they really have to stop. The firing has to stop, and that's where maybe the BCCI would be able to convince the overseas players to make a comeback and finish the remaining IPL 2025 matches. There are going to be a lot of talks that will have to take place between the franchises, the relevant stakeholders of the teams here, and the support staff, and obviously the BCCI and the IPL Governing Council. There'll be a lot of discussions that will have to take place for this to happen, and this pretty much remains a long shot. So there is no cutoff date by the BCCI to finalize this thing as to whether the 3 venues that they are trying to shortlist for the remaining of IPL 2025 matches, whether they will finalize it by that time or not. So this is where this is just a report, not a complete update. And now if we talk about the other 2 windows of the IPL 2025, well, it could take place in either August or September, but then this is also just a case of discussion. So if we talk about the fact that in August, why the remaining IPL matches could take place in August, assuming the cross-border tensions between India and Pakistan, they continue to escalate and they aren't really cooled down in the next couple of weeks or so. In August, India is scheduled to tour Bangladesh, but then that tour is also under a lot of threat, primarily because what's really happening in Bangladesh due to the political tensions here, India could actually opt out of that limited overs tour. And remember, India is scheduled to play ODI and a T20 series against them. On the other hand, if we talk about September window, there is Asia Cup initially scheduled, but then there are question marks over that also, and in all likelihood, Asia Cup might not take place. So that's where BCCI do have 2 windows there. They can schedule the IPL, the remainder of the IPL, in either August or September, but then this all is just a case of discussion and nothing is concrete as of now. So in case you have just joined us, well, BCCI have reportedly shortlisted 3 venues for the remainder of the IPL 2025 matches: Bengaluru, M. Chinnaswamy Stadium, Hyderabad, Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium, and the third and final, Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai, that is the Chepauk. But nothing is finalized, no cutoff date by the BCCI there. It's just a case of making sure that they have some kind of a plan B ready, assuming things de-escalate as far as the cross-border tensions between India and Pakistan are concerned in the next couple of days or so. And if it does happen, then BCCI would want to make sure that they are ready with that plan B, so that they can call the overseas players back and make sure that they finish the IPL in just within May or in the first week of June itself. So before I just log off, let me just take a couple of quick questions. Bhavik Haswani is saying, Virat Kohli update please. Well, we've done a live. My colleague Siddharth Vishwanathan had done it by saying this thing, that he has obviously spoken to the selectors that he wants to retire, but then the selectors have urged him to rethink his decision, and a final call on that would be taken in the next maybe 10 days or so. Nothing confirmed as far as the timeline is there. ZS is saying no, it's nothing, confirmed as far as Virat Kohli's retirement is there. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just that, we have, we also want to make sure that we are completely posted with it. It's just a report that we have said. And, Kiran Khatri, we've talked about the fact that, this update has already been given. It's just that, there are a lot of conflicting reports also going on as to whether the tournament will take place in the last week of May, or whether it's going to take place in August or September. Many things that are going on. We just have to make sure that we report as and when any things are there, and we are pretty much on time. Virat Kohli is retiring. It could happen, but at the very same time, he has already spoken to the selectors, who have asked him to reconsider his decision. A final call would be taken at a later date. There's also, yeah, it can be in there. And Shardul has a question. What are the venues? Bengaluru, M. Chinnaswamy Stadium, Chidambaram Stadium, Chennai, and Hyderabad. So these are the venues that BCCI have reportedly shortlisted. So that's the latest update that we have for you. Stay tuned to Sports Today, as we'll bring you all the latest updates and analysis from the sporting world, and many good stories are coming your way. We'll let you know about that, Kiran Khatri, and we'll keep you posted about all the updates that are going to be there, not just relating to the IPL, but also from all the sports across the globe.